The Institute of Alternative Dispute Resolution Development and Conflict Management of Nigeria, IADRN, was inaugurated on Saturday, November 16, 2024, at Victoria Island, Lagos, with the aim to provide training and certificate programs for alternative dispute resolution professionals, conduct research, and developing innovative ADRN methods. Professor Aki Ibidapo Obe, President and Chairman of Council, IADRN, says this will officially champion a new course for ADR's development.
This is the first time that we are bringing the Institute formally, presenting the Institute to the public as an institute that is established to resolve disputes, commercial disputes, industrial disputes, corporate disputes, and we also have the platform in our institute which is for conflict resolution and management. That means that if we have disputes outside the specified realms that I've mentioned, we have disputes that are of a religious nature, of a political nature, of ethnic disputes, disputes in the workplace, disputes on our campuses. We also have the facility to provide consultancy services and manpower that will allow these disputes to be resolved amicably and to the satisfaction of all those who are concerned.
Chinyere Onora, Registrar and CEO, IADRN, says the institute, which have been duly registered as a company, will teach the procedures of alternative dispute resolution mechanisms, which is targeted at all ADR practitioners.
So our first call of duty is actually to bring resolution of disputes to the common man. And how are we going to do that? We're going to do that through various means. The very first one being learning what actually ADR is. What is ADR? What are the laws governing conventional ADR processes, such as arbitration, mediation, and so on. And luckily, we have the AMA. They have the one that was promulgated last year, that was signed into law, the Arbitration and Mediation Act 2023, that was signed in by former President Buhari. So we're going to bring that, and for everybody, every professional, we believe you should know the contents of that law, what it provides for, how you can do your arbitration proceedings, how you can do your mediation proceedings. So that is the very first port of call.
Well, as far back as 1988, everybody within the judicial process and outside of it had come to realize that there was need to develop the ADR sector within the country as against the traditional court systems. So ADR's time is now, and it has always been. And several institutions have come up to establish one form of ADR system or the other. What IADRN represents is a combination of about 50 years of experience of people who are on the governing council, who have traveled the several areas of the mediation world.
Olatunde Busari's son, chairman of the occasion, in his expectation for the institute, charged IADRN to be objective and remain resolute to ensure sustainability of the institute.
What I'll say to IADR is that you must ensure you maintain standards. Standard in the dispensation of justice, standard in the composition of your panel of neutrals, such that when you appoint either a mediator or an arbitrator or an adjudicator from your panel of neutrals, you are sure that they are going to dispense justice, and the standard should not be in doubt. There must not be conflict of interest. There must be clear disclosure of material facts and conflicts, such that the users and stakeholders will have confidence in the institute. If that is maintained, users will move towards or include the IADR in reckoning when they have to choose from any panel of neutrals.
Now we want to begin to gather a body of rules, a set of rules and principles that will make our own kind of ADR that is alternative dispute resolution, it will rank at par with the foreign concept of ADR. So it's something that is very germane, something that is very relevant in our society, something that Nigeria needs at this point when litigation, the court system, is under a lot of scrutiny.
His Royal Majesty Oba Michael Oduayo Ajayi, the Elerimo Ferimo in Osun State, is of the view that the inauguration of IADRN was a welcome development to officially document the age-long activities of the traditional monarchs, which entails alternative dispute resolution.
The advantage is that this leads to very little acrimony. There has been cases in the court that have been brought back after 22 years and it was resolved within the palace. And the essential focus is to ensure that there is the relationship that they had before the cases are still maintained. You understand? Because everybody knows everybody. So yes, it's a good development.
The event highlighted accreditation of council members and taking of oath of office. Special guest appearances were His Royal Majesty Oba Dr. Michael Oduayo Ajayi, the Elerimo Ferimo in Osun State, Dr. Mosumola Dikbolu, Chief Judge of Ogun State, was represented by Honorable Justice Olugbega Ogunfowora. Council members were represented from the East, North and Southern Nigeria for accreditation. In Lagos, Mary Jane Weze, MJMedia News.